Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's unboxing video for the new V trial deck. This is V-TD02. It's for Toshiki Kai, so it's featuring a Dragonic Overlord. My name is James, and today I will be going through this, showing you what's inside. It's the second of the new V trial deck, or V series, but it comes out the same day as the Royal Paladin one. I've made a video for the Royal Paladin one if you're interested in that, featuring Blaster Blade. It's Aichi Sendo's deck. So we do get a guide and a playmat. I won't go through the playmat this time. There was not too much new about it, really. It's very similar design from before. I showed it in the Blaster Blade one, so you might want to check that out if you are interested. But I'll just go straight into the cards with this one. So naturally, on the front we have Dragonic Overlord. So he is the main grade 3 of the box, and he has the Force Gift, and he has Act, Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle once per turn, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. And Auto Vanguard Circle once per turn, when this attack hits, Counterblast 1 and discard 2 cards from your hand, stand this card, and it gets Drive -1 until the end of the turn. So you get an extra attack only once per turn. And you are minusing 1 for it, but if you can feel like you can finish it this turn, then it's definitely worth it to get that extra swing in. And he has 13,000 power, which is the new standard for Force clans, and 12,000 is for non-Force clans. So we'll also see, struggling to focus. Yeah, we'll also see there's another Dragonic Overlord with separate, different artwork. In the Aichi deck we had the same thing with Blaster Blade, and this is also foiled. It's actually the same skill, but just nice different artworks. And you also get 2 of the other artwork, but in non-foil. So this is kind of a special one. It only comes in foil, and you only get 1 of it. So you get 4 of the main grade 3. Then we have Crested Dragon, who is Auto Rearguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or less rearguards, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of battle. This is a little harder to achieve than Royal Paladin and Star Drive Dragon, who would ask for you to have 3 or more rearguards. So you have to be playing a bit controlly to be able to pull this off right, but that is what Kagero is, so hopefully you can. So you get 4 of that as well. It also has the Force Gift marker. We have Dragon Armored Knight, who is grade 2. Auto Rearguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or less rearguards, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the battle. So it's the same as Crested Dragon, but as a grade 2. And as you can see, he has 10,000 power as a grade 2. That is the new standard for Force grade 2s. Anything that's not Force, the standard will be 9,000 power. And we get 3 of him. However, if we go to the back quickly, you'll see that we also get a foil version of him, which is the similar sort of triple R foiling. Kind of hard to see in this light because of the colour and the background, but it is there. So you get 4 of that. Then we have Dragon Knight Nahalem, a grade 2 with when placed on Rearguard Circle, cost Counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the back row and retire it, and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. Now this is important because currently Kagero are the only clan so far in the V-Series who can retire back row cards, so it is very, very useful to have this because there are some really good grade 1s so far. And you get 4 of that, and Counterblast 1 isn't expensive for a retire like that. Ooh. And then we get our, what is essentially Gallatin in the other trial deck, Embodiment of Shield Lam. So it's a vanilla, and as you can see it's got the same power as the other grade 2s, but it's got 10,000 shield, which other grade 2s only have 5,000 shield, so that's the new kind of vanilla for Force. And we have 3 of that. Then we have Guard Griffin, who is our Perfect Guard, just standard Perfect Guard stuff, and you get 4 of that. Dragon Monk Gojo, it's a grade 1 with Auto Rearguard Circle. When it boosts, if you have more rearguards than your opponent, the boosted unit gets plus 3,000 power until the end of the turn. And this has 8,000 power, which is the standard for all grade 1s throughout all the clans, and 10,000 shield, which is also standard. And I get 3 of him. we have Embodiment of Armor, Bar. So he's a grade 1 with 10,000 power, 10,000 shield, sorry, 8,000 power. Auto rearguard circle when placed, counterblast 1 and soul blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rearguards in the same column as this unit, retire it, and if you have more rearguards than your opponent, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. So this is pretty good. You can use this as soon as you hit grade 1, although it's probably not the best right then. But still, retiring grade 2, grade 1 or grade 0 and getting power off it is very nice. Soul Blast might get in a bit of the way of Draconic Overlord, but if you can find ways to Soul Charge, I can't remember. I think Royal Paladin are a lot better at Soul Charging, but Kagro are a bit better at Counter Charging because Royal Paladin didn't get any Counter Charging. But I believe that Kagro did get some Soul Charging, and also, as we may have seen before, you get the triple R version of Bar as well. So 4 of him. Oh, actually, I think this guy goes into the Soul, I believe. Act Rearguard Circle. If your opponent has 4 or more rearguards, cost Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your Soul. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, and one of your rearguards gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. So that's a big power up. Putting into the Soul is really useful. It really makes him a lot more usable, despite him being only a 6,000 power card. And really, to power up Draconic Overlord and Bar, it's very worth it. And you get 3 of him. And we have Lizard Runner Undu. So, just like Gleim, he is not a Forerunner, but he is the starting Vanguard with the ability of, when rode upon, draw a card. I really like these draw a card ones because you're less likely to get grade stuck, and I think that's worth losing a skill for. I mean, there were some Forerunners with really, really good skills, sure, but I just personally prefer the reliability of actually getting to grade 3. So we have Embodiment of Spear Tar, who is our critical trigger. We get 4 of him. We also have Demonic Dragon Mage Rakshasa, who is also a critical trigger, 4 of him. And as shown in the previous trial deck, has 15,000 shield for critical triggers, and so will front triggers, but front triggers are for Axel clans only so far. And Red Gem Carbuncle is the draw trigger with only 5,000 shield. But you also get the heal trigger, who has 20,000 shield, which is a huge amount of shield. So get 4 of that too. And then lastly, we have the imaginary gifts. So went through these through the last trial deck, but I'll talk about them again. So these, because this is a Force clan, you get these when you ride grade 3 and you get the little Force marker. Basically, you take this from a kind of outside the game, it's not really in the game, kind of where your strides would normally be, and you just put it on one of your circles, any of your circles, and the card on that circle on your turn will get plus 10,000 power for each Force gift on that circle, and you get given 3. And we also have one with Draconic Overlord on it. Same skill, just different artwork. Now, we didn't get it in this one, but when we were opening boxes for single stock, we did get an SP version of Draconic Overlord, which was very nice. So this is foiled and also has a signature from what I believe is the author of the manga. So I think it's 1 per case of those you get, so it's very, very nice to have and very, very flashy. And also you'll get similar things in the booster set. You'll get them with the anime characters. So the Kagro one will be Kai, the Royal Paladin one will be Aichi, Nova Grappler is Kamui, and Oracle Think Tank is Misaki. So you'll be getting those as specials, but that is everything for this trial deck. Remember, everything you see here can be bought and sold on bigorbigcards.co.uk. If you have any questions about these new cards, because it's all brand new, so I understand if there would be questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section below and I'll answer them as best as I can. And feel free to tell me what you think of the new V-Series. I personally really like the new V-Series. I'm really looking forward to the Mega Colony stuff, because that's my favourite clan. But for the time being, I will be buying one of the Royal Paladin ones, buying some cheap stuff for it, and then when it gets to Mega Colony, it's all out. for that. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy the new V series, and I'll hope to see you next time when I'm opening the booster box, which will be next week. So hope to see you then. Bye.